Your electrodes are pointing up. When it is in the tunnel, hit your button so you can hear that your igniter is not plugged up. Your electronics is sitting right on the ground, so when the concussion comes out, your electronics are protected. Place the sandbag over first. Then you put your Rodex. This is being used the same way as we use our component system. For safety purposes, you should take the batteries out of the side of these things so you don't even accidentally hit the button, because you're not using your helmet or anything, and they can hurt you. But again, we're just using this as we would our component system. When we get ready to fire this thing, I'm going to pull it out of the ground, walk away, and hit the ignition button. Pull it out. Step on it. Walk away with this in hand. And there she is. Again, when you're done injecting the gas, pull it out. Place your sandbag over. Carry your gas bar, Rodex or Rodinator in your hand, and hit your button on the side. The reason why Varmitgetter took the time to put these igniters separate, because there's literally thousands of these out there. And we sell a component system that is basically the same thing. You inject the gas line's never in the tunnel when it goes off. Again, when you're at the end of injecting your gas, pull the system out. When you get to a safe distance, the only reason we came up with this flex igniter on its own is there's literally thousands of these out there. The guys, farmers have paid thousands of dollars, $1,500 for the 4,000, that nobody even will fix the electronics. There is nobody who will work on them. But you can use them as a gas bar. Use our igniter as your ignition source, and not only will it utilize the systems that are just wasting away in shops, you can make them safer. And I'm going to show you how right now. When you're done, pull your system, place your sandbag, walk back with your gas bar in hand, and hit your button. This way you can utilize these things and make them safer than the original way they were being put out. You don't have to wear a helmet, you don't stand over the hole. So what you do when you're done, pull it out, place your sandbag, make sure it's in a good place, with your gas bar in hand, pull your remote button. That's how it is. And your igniter's on the top end. So if your electrodes are in the dirt, it's not going to work for you. Hide that bad boy right in the tunnel. Hit your button to make sure you hear it. You can see your electronics is sitting flush on the ground, so they will not get disrupted. Again, the Rodex 4000 can be utilized safely. There are literally thousands of these things in shops and garages. I had requests for the igniter only, but the igniter is incorporated with our mixing system. So we have come up with this flex igniter. It's the same as our component system. Put your sandbags over the tunnel, leaving an opening on the edge of the tunnel and the sandbag to put your gas bar. This way you don't disturb any of the gas. You tried to load this open with gas and then pick up your sandbag and flop it in, and under windy conditions as we're having today, you're going to have a problem of getting the proper mix of fuel. It's our flex heavy duty igniter that goes with our component systems, that we can put them out as an igniter only to utilize these old Rodex 4000s and the Rodinator 5000. Pull your bar, step on the sandbag, walk away, and put it on the edge of the sandbag. Inject the tunnel just as you would with one of our component systems. And again, this is a Rodex 4000. They're literally 4,000 or 5,000 units out in shops, garages, that they don't work. And when they did work, you stood over the hole and wore a helmet. So nobody has really addressed the issue of the units that have been put out there that are defunct, outdated, or whatever. We got a lot of calls at Varmitgetter just wanting the igniter. We thought we would address this issue. The guys that spent, $1,500–1,600 on these units 5–10 years ago can utilize them. Pull the unit out, place your sandbag, walk away from the tunnel,